I'm Kerry Fink with the Helping Seniors of Brevard, and this is so much fun. We get to do a Helping Seniors update live and in person over this Labor Day weekend. And guess where we are standing? We are standing in Boniface-Hiers Mazda right here, NASA and US1. And what the reason I can't think about this straight is because I'm looking at this amazing Mazda Miata Convertible. What a car this is. This is one of the 4 cars you can win in the Helping Seniors Car Raffle. Now, we're going to be talking about this car. We're going to be talking about the car raffle, and we would like for you to share this video, and better yet, why not come out to Boniface-Hiers Mazda this weekend and see this car for yourself and many of the other beautiful cars that they have with us. So today with us, we're very privileged to have Ashleigh Caswell with Hibiscus Court Assisted Living and Memory Care. Hey, Ashleigh, how are you?
Hey, good. I'm glad to be here.
This is fun. Like, we get to see all these cool cars and just have a great time with it.
So my original vote was for me to get the Camaro if I won. I think I might change it, seeing how pretty this paint is.
This is like an amazing car, isn't it? And also so privileged to have with us here Michael Williams, who is an expert about all things Mazda here at Boniface-Hiers. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fantastic. I wouldn't call myself an expert, but thanks.
Well, you'll be able to tell us more about the car than I would. But this is one of the 4 cars. So our president and founder, Joe Steckler, Joe has a history going back many, many years with AJ Hires. They started out together when Joe was building the Joe's Clubs for the Brevard Alzheimer's Foundation. And Joe was trying to figure out, well, what could I do for a fundraiser that would help generate excitement and help us get these clubs built? And so AJ came along and said, listen, I want to help you, Joe. And ever since then, AJ has been helping Joe. And this is now our 4th year doing the Helping Seniors Car Raffle. And we're so excited and so honored that AJ is helping us in this. And this year, you know, if you remember, Ashleigh, last year we had 3 cars to choose from.
Yeah, and now we have 4. So originally it was the green Jaguar, and then we had the vintage car, and then 3, and now 4. He just keeps upping the ante. Yeah,
this is so much fun. Yeah, Ashleigh's reminded me that so one year Joe walks in and AJ says, listen, I've got a car for you guys to raffle off. And he takes Joe around and he shows him this 1951 Ford Hot Rod, really cool car. And Joe goes, you know, we're a small charity. We don't have money. We can't buy a car like this. And AJ puts his hand on Joe's shoulder and says, no, Joe, I'm giving this to you because I want to help the seniors in Brevard County. And so ever since then, AJ has been just, they every time they sit down, they figure out a way to up the ante. So this year, the person who gets to win on October 10th, 10/10/2020, gets their choice of, they can pick this car, they can pick a 2020 Camaro, they can pick a 2020 Challenger, or they can pick a 2020 Kia Sportage. And so today we're on site at the Mazda store getting to look at this. And you said this is now a new favorite for you?
I think so, yeah. I hadn't seen it up close before.
This is a really cool car. So I guess this is like a real good seller for you guys here as we live on the beach and all the fun in Florida sun.
Yeah, no, it's a fun weekend car. You know, trip out to the beach, like you said, you know, trip through the mountains if you want to take it up north. That's fun too. It's really fast, pretty peppy, smooth ride too. The Miata has been one of the top roadsters for the past 4 or 5 years, you know.
You know, we were out at a thing that was up at, I'm trying to remember, it was the Key Lime Festival. And, you know, they had all these people there, and we had the cars out because AJ had let us take the cars up there. And so people were coming up and they were walking around, and it was like a mini car shopping lot because everybody was just oohing and awing over these cars. And so we actually had people from the Mazda Miata Club come up, and he said, listen, there's a Mazda Miata Club here. He goes, I've got a 1992. These things run forever when you take care of them.
They definitely do. As long as you're keeping up your maintenancing on it, they're going to last you for as long as you own it for. I think the hardest part about my job at Mazda is getting people out of their older Mazdas into newer ones.
That would make sense. Well, we were talking about, you know, not only is AJ just like a great person for just doing stuff all the time for the community and helping make sure things are going better, but he also does the same thing in the car business because you guys are like home of warranty forever.
Yeah, the warranty forever is a big deal. It's a big selling point. It adds a lot of value to the dealership and all of AJ's dealerships, really. I mean, it gives people peace of mind when they want to own their cars for a long time.
Yeah, I love it. Well, let's take a look. Let's ask Cal to bring a camera around, and you want to give us a tour of this amazing car?
2020 Mazda Miata. It's the Grand Touring package. You get all the safety features with it. You know, being a tiny vehicle, you need some safety features. So you have blind spot monitoring, you have backup camera, you have lane departure warning and a lane keep assist feature too as well, which really comes in handy when you want to swerve all around the road. You have Bose speakers all around, even in the headrest, so when the top's down, you got a good sound and you can still blast your music and listen to whatever you like to listen to. You have Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay. It's a 2.0 four-cylinder engine, so it's quick enough but not too slow that you can't keep up with the other cars on the road. Some of the features inside the dash here, you have the screen there that's going to show where your backup camera is. It has your Bluetooth and all the infotainment screen stuff there. Just below it, you have your AC controls. It has heated seats on the driver and passenger side seat there. It comes 6-speed manual or automatic. The controls there in the middle are what you're going to use to control your radio and all that stuff while you're moving, because it's not a touchscreen while you're moving. That's kind of a safety feature. Mazda doesn't want you touching the screen and stuff while you're moving it around. On the steering wheel itself, you have the controls there. You have voice controls. You can answer, hang up phone calls from there too. As you see, it's a leather seats, leather all around, leather wrapped steering wheel, keyless entry. It's a push button start. Good amount of room in the trunk for a bag or two. Again, like I said, if you're going on a weekend trip, you got a good amount of room back there as well.
So Ashleigh, what are you thinking?
Yes, sign me up.
So while he's doing that, let's talk a little bit about the Helping Seniors Car Raffle. We already said that the American Muscle Car Museum is going to be where we're drawing on October 10th. And for while we can't because of COVID, here we are. We're doing this interview. We have our masks on, and we're trying to do all the correct things, hand washing, social distancing, and be safe about this. So while we're here and we're talking about this, let's talk about the fact that we can't actually, we're going to do the drawing via Facebook Live and YouTube Live, but we have some really cool things that we're planning to do with all that.
Yeah. So hopefully on the 9th and 10th, we'll have the ability to showcase some cars and to create content so that you guys can actually see up close and personal some of the cars and the stories behind it. I think we're ready to look under.
Let's look under the hood, and let's come back over here and hear what Michael wants to tell us about this. This is like amazing.
Yeah, like I said, so Mazda uses what they call Skyactiv Technology in all their vehicles. It doesn't mean Terminator or anything like that. It's just a terminology that the Mazda engineers decided to use when they were going over the new redesign of the cars. So they reshaped the way they did their engine, their transmission, the body style. For a good example, with the body style, they use a high tensile steel to make the body width, which keeps it equally as safe as like Subaru or Volvo, but 50% lighter than other vehicles in its class, which is where you're going to get better gas mileage. It's where you're going to get a little bit more pep, and just a more fun vehicle all around.
It is totally impressive. So this is the 2020 Mazda Miata Convertible. So that's one of the 4 cars that you can pick up. You get to choose. If you win, you get to choose. So let's talk a little bit about how the actual car raffle itself goes. So the way it works is you buy a ticket. 1 ticket is $25. 5 tickets is a $100 donation. I'm going to tell you why you want to go for the 5-ticket $100 donation in a moment. Each ticket gives you a chance to win your pick of one of these 4 cars. So you could take this kind of a Mazda Miata Convertible right here. You could choose a 2020 Dodge Challenger. You could choose a 2020 Chevrolet Camaro, or you could choose a 2020 Kia Sportage. And in all cases, you'll get to pick the car that you want to drive home in. And I'm going to swing over here, Ashleigh, because you remember where we were last year at the American Muscle Car Museum, and the lady who won it, she was there that night.
Yeah, and as he was calling out the numbers, she was totally confused and perplexed, and it was so much fun to watch it come over her face that she actually won. It was a very Price is Right moment.
It was so much fun, and yet she decided she wanted one of the cars that was right there on the floor. That year, she chose the Challenger, and so you might hear her rolling up and down US 1 in that Dodge Challenger. But this year, it's going to be those 4 choices. So, but because of COVID restrictions, we're going to have to do everything like we were talking about just a moment ago. We have to do everything in a virtual way. But we've got a great Facebook Live and YouTube Live broadcast lined up. We're going to get some celebrities out there and tell folks a little bit about the museum and why that is such a must-see place.
Yeah, it's really breathtaking when you go in there. It's really amazing, the collection he has and the stories behind all these cars. And they're all art pieces, and they're all unique. And there's a very specific reason he has each one of those cars.
And when you go in there, we were talking about, I think I was joking, it says like he's got a car for every day of the week, because there's like 365 plus cars in there. And I was saying it was like $75-85 million worth of cars, and you were thinking it was like probably more than that.
I don't know. We'd have to ask him, but I'm sure it's up there.
Yeah, and when you go in there, it's like an aircraft hangar, or like 3 aircraft hangars, right? Because he's got so many cars there, and every car is spotlessly maintained. There's a story behind each car. The story I love to tell, it's kind of silly, but there is a 1970, I think it's a 73 Chevrolet Vega that's in there. So it has 8 miles on it, so it never hit the road. So it's probably the only Chevrolet Vega that is still like in top condition, and he's got lots of stuff. So you'll find everything. You'll find Porsches in there, you'll find Dodges in there, you'll find he's got so many neat cars that are fun to see in there. It's a must-see place. So what we're going to do on the 9th and 10th is we're going to give you a tour of the museum virtually. So you're going to be able to watch it on your TV set with YouTube, Facebook. We're going to have lots of people drop by, lots of fun things planned for that. And then, this is the cool part. Mark says, I really want to help Joe and the seniors in Brevard. So he said, listen, I'm going to make the museum available for you guys on 3 different dates. He said, we can't do it on the 10th because literally the governor hasn't opened things up. You can't have a group of more than 50 people right now, which is why we have to do it as a virtual event. But he said, as soon as the governor relaxes that, we're going to open up 3 separate days, give everybody a full day to come in there, take all the time they want, really explore the museum, have fun with all the exhibits. And he's got, I remember Joe was talking about, he's got a bicycle collection in there too. I didn't even.
And a gas pump collection, yeah, up front by the motorcycle.
So he's got all this stuff that you do not want to miss. And he said, I'll open the museum up for 3 different days. So all you have to do is have your Helping Seniors raffle ticket stub, and that's going to be your admit one into the museum. And so one of the things that I want to tell you is that's why you want to buy the 5 tickets for $100. And what's going to happen is you're going to be able to join the museum for free on those days. So think about that. What I like about the way this has turned out is, see, like you buy the 5 tickets, you put them all in your name, so you get 5 chances to win, and then no matter what happens, you win the car, don't win the car, you got 5 tickets, so you can take one for you and invite 4 friends along to the museum, and you look like the good guy, right?
Yeah.
So why not? Hey, look, it's Gary Allen. So Gary, come on in. Gary, famous radio personality from here in Brevard County. Right. How you doing, Gary?
I'm doing fine. I'm over here helping seniors, helping seniors. And I think this is a great raffle, as I told you before. Folks, I hope you go out there and buy the tickets, 5 for $100. It's a great opportunity for you. It's an insurance policy, in a sense, for you and your family. Because basically, sometime or another in your family's life, someone is going to be over the age of 65. You're going to have a lot of questions. What happens? There may be a medical problem. Helping Seniors puts you in front of the people that will answer your questions for you to get the right answer, so you can make the right decisions as to what to do with that person that's getting up there in years, such as myself. I mean, I'm up there. I'm a senior citizen. And also, so it takes the worries out of it. So Helping Seniors is a place you can go to. They'll give you the right answers. So helping them is also helping you and giving you an insurance policy for the future. And there's nothing greater than that. And also, too, if you win one of these cars, give me a call.
Yeah, take Gary for a ride, huh? So listen, let's talk for just a moment about the serious work that Helping Seniors of Brevard does, because the car raffle is fun, but the work of Helping Seniors is very serious. Joe Steckler founded this organization 10 years ago because he wanted to have he'd done all the work with the Brevard Alzheimer's. He'd set up the Joe's Clubs. He'd set up a lot of resources, I guess is a better word, for people who are dealing with memory issues and things like that. But he said, Kerry, people have more than just memory issues, and we need to find a way to help them tackle those issues, because you run up on these things, you don't know who to call, where to go, how to turn. So he said, listen, let's set up the county's information helpline at 321-473-7770. And that number has helped more than 3,200 families to date, and it's way more than a referral call. We know who to call, and I'm surprised how often we're able to make a very good effect on a particular problem that somebody's having. You got to call.
You know, and the thing is, Kerry, that a lot of people don't realize is that they don't have the information. You know, you get your Social Security, you get your Medicare, you sign up with a health company, and then that's it. You're kind of on your own. Where if you have a question, I mean, how many people have called Joe and said, gee, my husband was a veteran. I'm kind of going through a bad spell financially right now. Is there some help I can get one way or the other from Helping Seniors? And they put these people in the right position to get the right answers in case you have to put somebody into a nursing home for a while or a hospital or whatever the case may be. They will put you in front of the people that you need to be in front of to help you make the right decision.
It's all about the right connections and finding the right resource. Joe calls it an aging plan. And so what Helping Seniors is about is helping you create that aging plan. And so when you buy your Helping Seniors ticket, you're doing three things. Number one, you could be taking home this beautiful Mazda Miata Convertible. Number two, you're definitely going to be able to visit the American Muscle Car Museum. But number three, you're helping support the work of Helping Seniors in Brevard County. And we always talk about this. Ashleigh and Michael, come on back in because we want to talk about this. You know, we live in a county where we have 1 out of 4 people is over 65. And if we use the ARP definition, right, which they say if you're 50 plus, you're a senior, then 1 out of 2 people is in our area is a senior. So we always say in Brevard County, you either are a senior, you probably love or care for a senior, or God willing, you'll live long enough and you'll become a senior. So everything we do becomes important for this. I just wanted to, particularly because I wanted to get you to talk a little bit about Hibiscus Court. You guys have been around for 22 years helping seniors, so you really understand this even better than I can probably say it.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times seniors don't even know what they need or what's out there. So the important part about Helping Seniors is that they just share the resources. You know, just because you might have needs, it doesn't mean you need to live in a community. You could need someone maybe to come in and do things around the house or do things for you. So, you know, the team at Helping Seniors educates seniors who call in.
Absolutely. And, you know, that's one of the things is a lot of times when you run up on senior issues, it's the first time you've hit into this, right? Because you don't really know what you're dealing with. You've been successful at every other area of your life, but now you're dealing with a senior issue, and it's a whole new game.
Yeah, it's uncharted territory. You know, there's always a first time, and that's when you need resources. That's when you need to go find knowledge and connect with people who've already been there and who've collected all that knowledge.
So about Hibiscus Court, though, you guys are like literally just a stone's throw from here, and you're like one of the most popular buildings that you guys are really known for community, I think.
Mm-hmm. We're known for community and really for fun because the reason that we have Hibiscus Court is so that people can connect with each other and that seniors aren't alone. And honestly, it's just a fun place to be.
It is. You guys, if you guys, they're famous for the stuff they do on the Facebook page. They have more parties. It just looks like a wonderful place. How do people get in touch with you guys at Hibiscus Court?
Well, we have our website. You can go to hibiscuscourtmelbourne.com. You can just search us on Facebook. We're really easy to find. You know, and the girls are always there to answer the phone and just answer any questions you have.
Yeah, it's good. And so here we are. We're here on Labor Day weekend here at the Mazda, but you guys are open for business. You guys seem to be doing a lot of business here these days, even in spite of COVID.
Yeah, we're open every day, 7 days a week for sales, 8 to 8 during the week, 8 to 6 on Saturday, 11 to 5 on Sunday.
So you guys, you should come out, take a look at this car while you're out and about Labor Day weekend. And boy, I'm telling you, you got a lot full of beautiful cars. I would imagine it'd be hard to leave without saying I could see myself tooling around in that car.
Yeah, I definitely could. I can agree with that.
I wanted to ask Michael, can I take this for a test drive and bring it back in, say, a month or two?
This is what you get when you bring a radio guy on the show, right?
Yeah.
So,
but one thing I wanted to say, and, you know, I wish that there had been nursing homes and assisted living facilities, as we were discussing earlier, when my mother and father down in South Florida, and this is a whole new concept, they've been gone longer than 25 years. But, you know, folks, some elderly people don't have anybody. And there isn't a book that's put out there, as I said earlier, when you get to be 65 or 66 years old, it tells you what to do. It's like becoming a parent. You don't know what to do until you have children. Well, you don't know what to do, as you said earlier, until you're presented with the problem. Helping Seniors helps you with that problem, puts you in the right hands with the right people. Buy the raffle tickets, 5 for $100, and what is it for a single?
One is 25, so it's very affordable. And like I said, for your ticket, you're going to get, number one, you're going to get a shot at winning the car. Each ticket is one shot to win the car. And another thing, Ashleigh, like we were talking about, you know, if it's like a nationwide thing, you're going to have maybe 100,000 people, 10,000 people. You have a really good shot here because this is local and it's people buying their tickets here locally. So number one, you get a shot at winning the car of your choice. Number two, you get to go visit the American Muscle Car Museum. And number three, you're just doing the right thing. You're paying it forward and you're helping seniors. So I would say, Gary, I'm going to put the microphone in front of you and say, give a real quick pitch to people to buy a ticket.
Listen, go out there, buy those tickets. There are a number of places you can get them. Kerry will tell you that in just a couple of minutes. But please do it. As I said earlier, it's an insurance policy for you, for your family, for the future. Because if you don't help us, we won't be here. And when you go to reach for that phone to get information, there'll be nobody on the other end to answer it. So Helping Seniors is helping you. Buy the tickets. Hopefully you'll win the car. If you do, give me a call because I could use a nice ride. And we hope you're there. And I hope to see you the night of the raffle.
All right. And Ashleigh, your pitch.
Yeah, so, I mean, I like the idea of buying the tickets to give them out as gifts. So, you know, the holiday season is coming up. Yeah. So most likely our museum dates are going to be post that, but our raffle drawing is way before that. So if you buy your tickets now, you can actually gift it for the holidays, visits to the museum. And just, you cannot get into the museum by yourself. You have to get in through a charity event. So Mark does not open up the museum to just open to the public. It is a closed private museum.
And Michael, what do you think about this?
I think it all sounds really awesome. If the Miata isn't your choice, we have a bunch of other Mazdas that could fit what you're looking for. If you are looking for a new car, come ask for me. And my name's Mike. Again, I'm the tall guy. So just say, hey, ask for the tall guy.
That sounds good. Oh, so he's in the car. We'll let Hal pull around and get a shot of Gary in the car. I see. So while we watch Gary not go through the front door, I will tell you one more time, you can get your tickets by going to helpingseniors.carraffle.com, helpingseniors.carraffle.com. Call Kim Bernard at 321-473-7770, 321-473-7770. She'll be happy to get you set up with tickets. Or you can come right down here. And what a great thing to do on Labor Day weekend. Come out and check out some great cars. You can get your tickets right here at Boniface-Hiers Mazda. So any last thought, Ashleigh?
Nope. Well, you can buy your tickets right up there at the front desk. So hope to see you here.
All right. And on behalf of, let's do like AJ always does. You know, he's always the guy that tells everybody thank you. So we'll wind up to everybody who's stuck with us through the video. And on the count of three, 1, 2, 3, thank you.